one up at Louisville.
You count that one?
Well, I got you. But I was promoting this game that this was a rubber game, so it has to be the rubber game.
I tell you who did a great job for us, he really needs to be mentioned, is Kerwin Bell. I mean, he ran the offense, and he called every play. I thought he did a magnificent job calling plays, you know.
So glad he had those quarterbacks to call.
Yeah, you got to get that one. That was one of the differences in the ball team. That game was what
I counted 20 in a row that was right on the money.
yeah, oh yeah. I was one on drop one.
Bobby, do you get a kick out of being back on the sidelines coaching again?
Well, like this, I do. I do not care for the pressure of coaching anymore, but there was no pressure to this, you know. So
Absolutely no pressure.
it was enjoyable.
Was it neat for you, Coach Bowden, to see some of your former players out there making plays? You know, 3 of them got in the end zone.
Yeah, it really is. You know, that makes it a little bit nicer when some of your guys are doing some things, and so I was very pleased with it. I think when somebody said the North Alabama boy won the most valuable.
For the South.
Huh?
Yes, for the South. Yeah.
And he was from North
Marcus
Alabama.
Dowd.
Played for Terry up at. But he played at Georgia. Was he the one who played at Georgia?
Yes, sir.
And transferred to North Alabama,
Yes,
where
sir.
my son Tommy Terry was coaching. So that's nice.
Coach, what does this game say about the talent of football, as far as football-wise in the state of Florida?
A lot of good football players in the north. No, it says that this state can produce enough players to make this game very successful, and to send a lot of other players out to the Shrine East West All-Star game and the Senior Bowl and whatever other games that develop in the next several years. You've heard my numbers, probably did my numbers on the number of kids that signed Division I scholarship these years, over 350. And the state school can only take 150, 170. So 200 kids have to get on an airplane and fly all over the country to find a scholarship. So we doesn't take a game like this to determine how important Florida is to the replenishing of everybody from Boston College to Illinois to Texas to replenish their supply each year.
There were 100 boys out there, 50 on each team, and when I looked at them, I said, God, what a good-looking group of guys, and realized that ain't even the cream of the crop. Cream of the crop goes to the combine. You know, everybody knows them. They're the All-Americans. These guys, people don't know. They look like $1 million warming up.
Well, Coach Bowden, Josh McGregor, your MVP, had 123 yards, 11 for 12 passing, and he scored a touchdown early in the game. Do you think he has a chance to make the league?
Who is that now?
Josh McGregor, your player,
The
North
first
MVP.
quarterback.
The first quarterback?
Yeah, the first one.
You know, I'm not a real good evaluator on that, but I just don't know. You know, he maybe. I mean, he sure looked good tonight. You know what?
What did you like about his skills?
Pardon?
What did you like about his play in particular?
Well, he was very poised and wasn't rattled at all, and just executed real good, and threw the ball on target.
Okay.
Now, Coach, I know you coached in the Texas All-Star game before, and I know Texas has an awful lot of talent. Where would you compare the All-Star games between Texas and Florida, since both of them are obviously football hotbeds?
It was similar, but relatively equal.
That's true.
They had been playing there for several years before we got down there. This is the first time. See, this is going to get better every year. And we can now say that we had over 150 scouts in here during the week watching these kids play. Now we've got a record. We've got something that's true, black and white, and that's going to encourage a lot more even better than this group is. That's what I have. And
I remember 3 or 4 years ago, somebody gave me the statistics. Naturally, California has more 1A players than any other state, because they have double the population of anybody. Florida and Texas are next, and Texas had one more than Florida. So that's where they are. The players are in Florida.
I think we have
Texas.
finished Texas.
Huh?
They would be.
It might have, because it's been a while since I was told about it.
But to my understanding, I understand that California has junior colleges too, so doesn't that also attribute to, what they're doing as well?
And I had heard that too, that if you didn't count them, it'd be
Right,
Texas and Florida.
right, that's what I was wondering
Yeah.
about.
Coach, this is not doing the meeting, but I wanted to see each of your reaction to the news regarding Joe Paterno and all his health status.
We don't know what's happened yet. Does anybody? We've heard both reports. One that he's gone, one he's not
Right.
gone. Has anybody heard of
It's
him?
a serious condition.
Huh?
This is serious condition.
What?
He's listed as a serious condition.
Deteriorating.
Said he was not
Serious.
Serious, that's what you, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry.
Understand you. I tell you, I really love old Joe. Joe and I have hung around together a lot because we're both old men. You know, we go to convention, we'd hang around, this youngster wouldn't hang around with us. Joe and I and his wife and my wife, spent a lot of time together on the Nike thing, Howard, like you used to go with us. And, I just hate like mad what happened to his case. I wrote an article for the Pennsylvania Penn State newspaper, about 10 or 15 years ago, and I said that I thought Joe Paterno would go down as the greatest coach ever in college football because of 50 years at one school and winning more games than anybody else, you know. And then to have what happened, it's just, I hate it. Of course, I really hate to see that he's not doing good.
Coach, from your own personal perspective, what do you think stands out and distinguishes this particular All-Star game from the East-West Shrine game, in your own personal opinion?
From the what shrine?
From the East-West.
What's the difference? Well, these are all from Florida. These boys are all from Florida. East-West, they're from all over the country, you know? And I hope this thing goes. I hope it goes.
Anyone else?
Coach, does this game hold any emotional feelings for you being your last game at FAU?
Well, I've had several times for this to be the last game. This was a opportunity to help bring this game here and to be a part of it. That's the reason why I'm not going to lose much sleep over how many points you score.
You better not lose any sleep over it.
I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over that. But obviously, the beauty of it was to come back and after all the wonderful things that have happened to Beverly and I since my decision to retire, particularly in the last game we had here, even though we didn't play well and didn't win. We had a super response to the gathering that we had up in the stadium that night, and the players come back from Kentucky and from Miami. It looked wonderful, and then to be invited down to the Dolphin Stadium to be honored down there, and that's more than we deserve. And then to be able to go back this week and to be in all the different places that Bobby and I have been, and to see the way his people have responded to him down at Duffy's the other day was, I sat there, signed about 6 autographs, and he sat there and signed about 50. Every one of his were people in crimson and garnet.
If I had to pay mine. I had to pay them.
But you know, this was a good opportunity. But to be able to do something that, I got to say this again, and you heard me say it, this can be super Fort, Boca Raton, Palm Beach County, and all of South Florida, much like the Orange Bowl did back in 1934, when a group of guys sat down and said, we got this wonderful place down here in subtropical climate of Miami. We just need to get people to come down here and enjoy it and to experience it. And the Orange Bowl was created, and the economic impact of that on Miami, starting in 34 to this day, gives a real blueprint of what this can be here. And we need it just for the same reason that we need to develop a football mindset, mentality, which is not here right now, as you can tell. There's no football here until this city was built. And now we have games coming in here, this game, and then possibly a college bowl game. With a major impact on this area, with a major impact on our university and football and so forth. So this is bigger than a lot of things.
Coach Bowden, I know you mentioned that you're done with football, but do you feel as though if we happen to have this event next year, would you be willing to participate?
If we had this game next
Yes.
year, probably if anybody.
Okay, one more? Anyone?
Yeah, actually.
I would too.
Yeah.
Can Howard come back?
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I covered your press conference in '82 or '83 when I won Miami against Florida State a few years ago. Did you ever think that so many years later that the state of Florida would have so many more schools compared to where you guys, when you faced each other back then with Miami and Florida State, to what the state's become with all the other schools like the USF, the FAU, Central Floridas, and so forth, to where the state has become now?
I thought it was, yeah, I really did. I mean, I can remember predicting that years ago. Well, Central Florida, I think, was the first to jump out on the scene. You know, then maybe South Florida, then Howard, FAU, FIU, FBI, all these letter schools. But I could see it coming. It's amazing. It was 3 when I came here. Now we got 7. It's unbelievable.
When you have 360 kids searching for a place to go to school, and they're having to leave the state and go up to Ohio State, those places, get on an airplane and travel 1,000 miles, when Central Florida is sitting there, South Florida is sitting there. It's the nature of life. You get a nice warm place to grow and develop, and you got plenty of food, players, grow and develop.
Well, we know that was your first transformation project anyways in Miami, and then you graduated to Louisville to here. I mean, and here we are now, 2012, and it's just remarkable the progress of the Florida landscape.
How do you think Louisville made it? We grow 15 kids up there every year. Look at West Virginia. Look at Wake Forest. Look at Clemson. Look at all those schools that have over 5,000